Our guest is Jonas Heinemann, expert manager from Oticon, Denmark, and would like to ask some questions about the leadership of Oticon products in the world and Jonas's thoughts on this leadership. Jonas, Oticon develops and introduces newest and highest end cutting edge technologies every year. How do you keep up? How can you do that?
That's a very good question, Yuri. And we actually also spend a lot of money in keeping up with our research and development team. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of resources. So this is one thing. The other thing is also that you need to have a passion to develop the best hearing aids of the world. We have more than 110 years of experience in this field, and we are dedicated to provide hearing aids for the hearing impaired people of the best quality all around the world. So it takes a lot of effort, yes.
Thank you. And just recently you introduced this newest instrument, Oticon Opn, and you call it a paradigm shift. Why do you call it paradigm shift? And what is such a shift that you call it paradigm?
The paradigm shift lies in the fact that we for a long, long time have developed hearing aids, not only Oticon, but the entire business, where we had directionality. This was very important to be able for the hearing impaired people to focus on the speech just in front of the person, and then to reduce the noise and the speech around them. But with the Oticon Opn, we have a much faster platform now, which makes it possible to open up for speech and noise around the person and not only in front of the person, which helps the brain listen as a normal hearing person, actually much more than with the previous technology. This is what lies in the paradigm shift.
I see. You mentioned faster. How much faster is it?
We talk about 50 times faster.
50 times?
Compared to our previous Inium Sense platform. So it's a huge step towards this, you can say, shutting down of the directionality as we know, and open up to a whole new sound environment for the hearing impaired.
That is fantastic. And what is the result? What is the outcome? What the users feel in this hearing aid?
But the users are fantastically happy. We get all the best of feedback from all around the world. And of course, we also put a lot of effort in the development of this. We had a lot of test persons testing the instruments prior to the launch, and we have only had good results. So I must say, it is really a giant step in the future of hearing aids that we already take now.
But is it technology for everyone or for some exclusive people? Who are those users who use the Oticon Opn, this technology?
The users could be anyone, I would say. But the fact is also, of course, that we have strived towards making it possible to connect to the internet. So this is actually the first connectable internet hearing aid in the world. And so who uses the internet today? Everyone actually does, even the children.
And you mentioned internet. This sounds fantastic. But what is the actual use? Why would someone use the hearing aid to connect to the internet?
Well, we believe that why should the hearing impaired people not be able to connect to the internet in the same way as the adults can? And with the fact that we can connect the hearing aids directly to a smartphone today opens up a lot of interesting opportunities to help the people. It could be anything, you can say. It could be to get a warning in your hearing aids if someone is knocking or ringing the doorbell at your home. It could be if your daughter, who's also suffering from a hearing loss, wears the Oticon Opn, and the battery is probably drained and needs to be replaced. You can get a message in your hearing aids and on your smartphone saying that the battery needs to be replaced.
Interesting. And I think it's what you call IFTTT. Tell us a little bit more about this technology. This is fascinating.
The IFTTT is a web-based cloud service that Oticon can connect to through the Oticon app that is possible to download to iPhones and Androids. And In the IFTTT cloud service, you can connect the Oticon hearing aids to other services. Could be your Gmail account. So if you get an email on your Gmail, you get a message in your hearing aids also. It could be BMW. There are more than 400 companies connected to this service, and it is growing and growing. So it creates a lot of new opportunities with this IFTTT.
So the users of the Opn can be connected with everything in the world.
Well, at least the companies which are connected to this service at the moment, yes. But of course, you're also able to control your hearing aids through the On app in terms of volume, in terms of programs and so on. You can even localize your hearing aids through the GPS of your mobile phone if you have lost them somewhere.
Excellent. But that is connecting to the outside world. But we have two ears, and the two hearing aids somehow can communicate between each other. Do the Opn instruments communicate, and what is the benefit out of it?
Well, the communication between the hearing aids in a binaural hearing solution, we have done that for almost 10 years already now. But the new thing in Oticon Opn is that we have two radios built in, a so-called twin link, what we call it. One of the radios is used to communicate with the smartphone, but the other one is used to communicate between the hearing aids in order to synchronize, to coordinate, and simply to create the best sounds to the end user.
Sounds fantastic. Jonas, how would you briefly formulate what is the major benefits of this new Oticon Opn for the user?
Well, I will say there is not only one major benefit, there are several. The most important thing definitely is this paradigm shift, that we are not able anymore to close down on sounds, because when you close down on sounds, you close down on life. So with this Oticon Opn, you can open up to a whole new world around you as a hearing impaired person. But definitely the fact that we also introduced the Vlogs platform, which has a speed 50 times faster than the previous ones, also opens up possibilities of connectivity to the internet. So this is definitely also important. I must say also that we have had research showing that you get 20% better listening effort. You get 30% better speech understanding. And this is really, really also very, very big step into getting better hearing aids.
How about the load on the brain, on cognitive activity? And it's also so difficult to listen, even for me, it's difficult to listen in noisy environments.
Yeah.
How does the Opn help in those environments?
It helps a lot because we have also made research about this showing that you have much less cognitive load with the Opn compared to the previous platform. And so it is much easier for the Opn users to stay, you can say, more awake. They don't get tired in the same way as they used to before. And this is what many hearing impaired people want, actually. They don't want to be tired. They want to be a part of society. They want to be a part of the parties, the cocktail parties, the dinners, situations where there are more people talking to each other, more sound sources, and also noise. This is much easier with the Oticon Opn to cope with that.
Wow, this sounds fascinating. Jonas, thank you for telling us about the Opn. Now I would like to ask you, you work with Aurora in Ukraine, and you also work with many other companies around the globe, and you also travel a lot around the world. You see countries, you see companies, you see clinics. How do you find Aurora? How does Aurora fare among its peers around the world?
Well, I must say that I am extremely pleased and also lucky to be able to work with Aurora in Ukraine. You are a brilliant example of a very professional export customer. Not only do you have the competences and the professionalism among your staff, among your employees, but you also provide a great support, not only to the end users, but also to your dealers. And this is very, very important because partnership is what really counts. And so I am extremely happy, and I actually also often make use of that also as an example to other countries. So you are a very dedicated company, and it's a pleasure to work with you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you for your words. And I'd like to wish you a great success in the future. New products, new instruments for the benefit of the people. People first.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonas.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.